So, there's a little camera by the bed, and while Mark's thinking, is this how you start a viral YouTube drama? Suddenly a shadow leaps out and attacks him while outside. Turing is also in the He shouts Mark's name, but this shadow just rockets in, floors Mark, grabs his notebook in a panic, and jumps on top of him like it's a game of Twister. Luckily, Turing arrives just in time and urgently yells for the guy to turn around, only to find out it's Laura's boyfriend, Hulk. Turing squints suspiciously and asks, "What on earth are you doing here?" Mark shouts downstairs, but no one hears him amid the chaos. He draws his gun and fires shots, prompting Turing to point at Hulk and shout, "Move it now." After Hulk clears the mess, Mark hurriedly tells Turing to grab the notebook. In that moment, everyone just freezes in confusion like we're questioning their skills. After all, Mark was attacked first, with the little black book beside him. The police seal the scene again, and the boss asks Turing what happened. Inspectors remark the whole soundproof room, including entrance, is built under a heater unprecedented. Gansey adds he's collected all evidence. They'll figure out who visited. Meanwhile, the tech turns on his computer and everyone gathers. But Turing's arrival sparks misunderstanding. The tech opens his computer, everyone rushes to see videos. One shows Laura's son, Heron, in the basement with a man's coaxing voice. Obviously, this guy is super creepy, and it's Hulk's voice. Later, Turing tells Mark, maybe Laura found Hulk's secret. Mark cracks a joke. Hulk's creepy behavior is what makes me want to end him. But why did the killer go after Laura? Turing replies, maybe the killer thought she wasn't a fit mom. If that's the case with Laura, what about Eric? So Turing quickly asks for Eric's daughter Sophie's medical records, where they might be on the Beast's radar. But whoops, another incident involves Eric. Mark says the footage shows Sophie's not just a normal fall. Turing jumps in, that's not an accident. We know what you did to your kid. Mark adds, the prosecutor is going to charge you with child abuse. You might as well wave goodbye to her forever. Eric hesitates, looking heartbroken, and says, I love my daughter, I really do. Turing quickly gets to the point and says, your wife is also aware of this matter, isn't she? Eric glances at family photos and replies, yeah, but I had someone take care of that. Mark then explains, I looked at social services, but nothing came up. Turing asks, so do you know who reported you? And Eric shakes his head, nope, it was anonymous. Looks like both cases got hit with anonymous reports. The next day, Mark and Turing head to social services. They pull up the letters and find they are all filled with angry rants about irresponsible moms. Turing says if the killer reported these two murdered women, Mark promptly requests the records of all anonymous reports of child abuse received by the service department over the past year. They end up finding 5 similar anonymous reports after an all-nighter, and these families don't seem normal at all. And there were 2 standout letters that had excellent writing, no patch-ups at all. Mark wonders which one was best written. The next target locks in on a likely victim, Jessie, who's currently in the underground corridor of her daughter's dance class, feeling like someone's hot on her heels. Panicking, she runs into Mark and Turing, who are searching for her. Taken to the precinct, she's asked by Mark, do you know who reported you? Or have you felt like someone's been following you lately? Jessie responds, not sure, it could be a neighbor or someone from her school. But just now, I felt someone was tailing me, or maybe I'm just being paranoid. Then Jessie adds that she doesn't like dealing with the police, it seriously drives her nuts. Mark sighs, this is serious, we might need to set up special protection for her. Then he heads straight to his superior. The boss asks, are you sure you've got the right person? Mark replies, based on the checks, she's a likely target. So the police set up protective surveillance on Jessie while Mark hangs nearby, thinking, if the killer really shows up today, maybe they'll catch him after all. When Jessie walks in, surprised it's Turing in disguise, setting up to prevent any threats. They relocate Jessie to safety, and until late that night, Turing and Jessie's house calls Mark, asking if he spotted any suspicious activity outside. Mark reports nothing yet. Just then the radio crackles with a colleague's voice. A mysterious guy in black sneaks and everyone goes on high alert. The mysterious man seems to sense something and turns back toward Jess's door, banging on it hard, and the police spring into action. Mark asks, who are you? To which the man replies, someone told me, Jess is looking for me. Though married, he has secret ties with Jessie. Mark says the message came half an hour ago from a hidden number. Could it be they've discovered our plan? Meanwhile, Jessie is at a borrowed villa, hiding with Turing's colleagues. Jessie asks, where's the other guy? And he replies, off to buy pizza. Suddenly, alarms start blaring outside, and the man tells Jesse to hide ASAP. He heads out alone while Turing and others rush over and call for backup. However, Jesse only notices the missed calls from that guy. After a while, noticing that the guy hasn't returned, Jesse cautiously steps outside, only to discover the door mysteriously locked behind her. Nervously opening the door, she calls to the sleeping woman, but gets no reply. When Mark and others arrive, they find only the little girl. Meanwhile, outside, their colleague has met a tragic fate. Mark and Turing rush outside looking for Jessie, only to spot her dangling nearby. The woman's hands and one foot are also hanging. Jessie is swinging perilously. At this moment, Turing is filled with overwhelming guilt. Turing rushes to Mark's, puzzled by a complex case. He says they knew about the villa, but it doesn't make sense. Mark states, "We need to have a chat with Rosa. Everything seems to circle around her from the start." He also dials back to the footage taken after Christine went missing. After presenting all of this to the audience at the conclusion, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.